Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be giving away the exact customized game plan that I gave one of my clients to scale their business to 10K per month. And this particular business is where they're teaching business owners productivity to be able to scale their business up and just make more money through that. So the reason why I'm giving this away completely for free is because I think there's a lot of value in knowing how other businesses operates and the certain offers and sales funnels and all of that. And basically any online business can benefit from knowing all the stuff that I'm about to go over. And I'll try and go over it as timely as possible. So if you want to skip ahead 3 or 4 minutes, if you want to get to the leads portion, you can, or if you just want to hear the offers portion, you can click off after this. But yeah, just get as much value as you possibly can and then just go off and implement it, because that's the whole point of this. But first, we're starting off with the offer. I would say that's the most important part of any business, because that is really what decides if your business is going to get another look, because a compelling offer is the foundation of any good business. I don't think Alex Hormozi was the one who said this, but first heard it from him that to create a good offer, it has to be an offer that people would be stupid to say no to. And that's what I'm always trying to create in any type of business that I'm creating, or any type of plans that I'm creating as well. So what does his offer? Make business owners more productive. And that is an alright offer, but that does mean that you need to sell a little bit more. And also the copy needs to be a little bit different on that, just where it would be invest in the most limiting factor in your business, which is yourself. And yeah, it has to be a little bit better than just that. But the offer itself is alright, which means we need to scale a little bit more on the leads portion and the sales portion versus the offer portion. And the way you can improve that offer a lot more is through 3 different means: Google reviews, video testimonials, and referrals. Referrals are probably the best portion of this, because it is automatic social proof from whoever you get referred by, because you don't need basically anything other than that referral, and people will automatically trust you because they trust the person who referred them. And yeah, with video testimonials, that's just asking the clients who have gotten the best results with you to record a quick 3 to 5 minute video about how they've improved their business. And then with this particular client, I'm going to be implementing that into their website and having that be one of the first things that they show up when people want to go and work with them, and they see hey, other people have had a lot of success with this person. That makes me want to buy a lot more now. And I think that's incredibly useful, especially in the coaching niche. Now, the last part of the offer portion is the Google reviews. I think any business out there should be asking the vast majority of their customers to be leaving reviews. It makes you 10 times more reputable if you just have 10 to 20 Google reviews versus none, or maybe 1 or 2 if someone randomly clicks on it. But just, you can literally go on to your Google business page and then get this exact link. It's not that difficult to do. Just send this to your clients and say hey, take 1 or 2 minutes out of your day, fill this out. And it's so much more social proof than you'd get from many other things. So the next portion of this is the leads. I think these are incredibly important, but not quite as important as the offer, because that is the foundation. But with Luca, I'm going to be specifically focusing on inbound leads. And for some reason, it's not zooming out. There we go. Alright, so with his inbound leads, they're going to mainly come from referrals and content creation. A few ways to do it is just non-paid traffic to your website. And that can be good if you're already got the ball rolling and are doing really well. But usually that's not going to happen unless you're not really needing it to happen. It's just going to be an added bonus. And then organic SEO, which is just if you're doing an extra blog post to boost your visibility on a web page and get you to the first page of Google. That's what it is. But I don't think that's the most important inputs that could be made from Luca to scale his business. And with outbound, he can be doing paid ads with Google ads and Facebook ads. I'm not putting this in don't use yet, but I think for right now, unless you have a $500 to $1,000 budget to spend on ads, it's not really going to be worth it to invest in it. But it's also a little bit of a lead funnel that I don't understand as well as others, so I'm also not going to lean on it too hard. So the main funnel that we're leaning on for Luca is content creation, and the primary platform for him is YouTube. So what he was doing before was posting really like hyper stimulating content that has edits about like every 2 to 3 seconds, and that will get views, but it's not going to attract the customer that you would want to attract to your business. It's going to attract very low quality. Not going to get those business owners who actually have like $1,000 to spend on coaching to scale their business from 10K to 20K when they're like middle schoolers who can't focus on something for more than 5 seconds. So that's just my main note for him. And I propose that he does 2 to 3 value posts per week. A simple example of this is a 5 to 10 minute Miro video, just like this one, where you teach about techniques you've used with your clients. Another one is like a long form video of you on a call with your client showing your expertise. I think this will be really useful because it shows you in a position of leadership and as an expert in your field when you're able to teach other people and show that you're teaching other people and listening to you and getting results. And yeah, it's just the goal is to showcase expertise and get high quality leads. Then the other part of this is the shorts, Instagram, and TikTok for all just short form content. I think Instagram's the best for actual high quality leads on short form content, but if you're making it for Instagram, you might as well post it to shorts, you might as well post it to TikTok, or even like LinkedIn. Like just post it to as many platforms as you possibly can. But I think it's much better to switch to an authentic storytelling instead of like pure like slamming business, like you need to do this to improve your business. I think if you can storytell and get people to connect with you as a person, that's a lot better than just giving them a bunch of tips and saying like do this, do that, because they don't want to listen to someone they don't know. So I think short form content is incredibly valuable for building trust and then eventually leading those people to funnel into the main platform, which is going to be the YouTube. And in YouTube, they can learn more about it, and if they'd be a good fit for that business and would want to work with like Luca himself to help scale their business, then they'd be able to do that from there. And it like kind of weeds out the bad quality leads of just like, I'm going to be productive, but I don't actually have a budget to pay for the coaching. So a few examples of this are just holding the camera and talking about genuine views that you have and talking about an experience you had with your client and how you help them in like a non-bragging way. You don't be like, I'm just the best coach ever. I'm the shit. I'm the best person ever. Like you want to be humble. It's going to be coming off as like a bad look, and it's like bad for business if you're like, oh yeah, I'm so much better than you. Like you just listen to me. Like it's not a good look. So just don't do it. And that goes for like basically any other niche. And another way that's really easy to make content is just reacting to other people's productivity advice and changing it. Because then, especially if it's an already like a video that did well before, it'll be so much easier to get views because the hook is already there for you and you can just like state the facts and you can just like in an instant get, if you do like 3 or 4 of those a day, it takes like maybe 15 minutes. You could probably get like a fair bit of those go viral. And the goal of posting on short form is to, like I said, funnel people into the long form content. So do videos that are easy to make and that you actually enjoy making, because you're probably not going to be continuous with it if you don't enjoy doing it. And you can look to some similar people in your niche for other examples. Like people say be original, but in all honesty, there's not really that much original content. I think see what other people are doing and add your own spin on that. But to think like you have to create like a whole entire new genre and a new like way of doing things is a little bit silly in my opinion. But yeah, I think that's just life. Like there's basically nothing original anymore. So if you can take what's worked and add your own spin on it, that's very useful. So that's one of the best skills you can have in content creation, in my opinion. So 3 to 5 short form posts daily. I think if you're putting like a lot of effort into them, that is very undoable. But if you're doing like really easy content to make and you also enjoy it, that's like maybe 15-30 minutes out of your day to make 3 to 5 short form contents. And the amount of exposure you're getting just from those posts, like even if one of them every week goes viral, you're going to get an insane amount of exposure. May those all be like high quality leads? No, but some of them will be, and they'll funnel into your YouTube as long as you have like good links in bio, as long as you have like maybe a CTA every now and then. But yeah, it's not going to be a bad thing to post more content, especially on platforms like Instagram, because it's literally built for that. And yeah, I know it sounds tough to make, that it shouldn't make more than 30 minutes, and then just space out all the posts every few hours, because if you post it all at once, it's probably not going to do super well. And I think the algorithm just doesn't like that. Now, another part of this is just the referrals that I talked about earlier, so I'm not really going to touch up on that, but like the basic funnel on that is just like get the referral to get you in contact with their friend, text a friend, and set up a sales call. And that's just the basis of that. But then we're going to go over to the full content sales funnel. I'm not going to spend like more than 15 seconds on this, but yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. The short form to the long form to the school community, and that's Luca's main form of getting clients, which is why I'm placing that in there. I think you don't really need it. There are many other forms of free communities, like a Telegram or like a newsletter, that you can funnel in people into to like invest more in who you are and like your product as a whole. But yeah, just have some free opportunity in there for have them investing a little bit more, and then book them into the sales call from there. A lot of people have like what they call an onboarding call just to get you familiar with it, but it's actually like just turning into seeing like if the actual service they're offering you could help you. So it just depends on the industry you're in. And the very last part of this is the action steps, which I told Luca to first and foremost reach out to your free and paid clients, get the Google reviews and video testimonials, and then he's going to send me that to be able to get that to post on his website. And that will create so much more trust in who he is as a brand, and that he can actually get the job done in a professional way. And after that, from the clients that responded, then ask them if they would be willing to refer you to a friend, and then set up the sales call with those friends. Just simple referrals. I think that's one of the best ways possible to get new clients. It's just incredibly easy, incredibly simple, and there's already that trust established there. And number 3, just make the 2 to 3 value posts per week on YouTube, and then the 3 to 5 short form posts per day. And I also suggested that we go over the progress every Monday, because I think you're much more likely to actually stick with it if you have someone to remind you, like, hey, did you do this? Wait, you didn't? Why are you not doing that? What's going on here? Why are you like not getting the work that you would need to do done to correctly scale your business? And yeah, I think if you were able to do all of this and really focus in, I don't even think focusing in on is that much, maybe like 3 to 4 hours of work per day. I'd say the projected progress would be 5 to 10 more clients within like a 2-month period, and that would get him to 10K per month within 2 months. That's also assuming that he would move his price up. I think it's at 500 right now. He would move it slowly up to 1,000, then 1.5, and eventually to 2. But yeah, also I think when you move your price up and tell your current clients that you're moving your price up, you can either keep them there or tell them, hey, you need to pay this new price. I think it's much better to keep them there, because then that relationship is much better off, and you don't want to scare any of your clients away. But if it gets to a point where you can't handle it, then obviously make the choice for yourself. But yeah, that is about it. Anyone who would want to work with me and have me make one of these customized things for them, just click the link in the description. And yeah, if you watched all the way through this, good job.